Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for September 10th, 2012. It is currently 8:53 a.m. and we are dealing with some beautiful weather for the northern mid-Atlantic for this time of year. Temperatures range from the lower to mid 50s over the interior to the upper 50s to lower 60s along the coast. But the important observation here are the dew points ranging from the upper 40s to the lower 50s throughout the northern mid-Atlantic. And that means we are dealing with very comfortable weather conditions. But also notice the winds. They're starting to increase from the north and the northwest, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour right now. Those winds are going to be on the increase, ranging from 10 to 20 miles per hour by this afternoon. Well, let's find out why. What we're seeing here on the water vapor satellite picture is plenty of sinking air. We're starting to see winds coming in from the north, and also notice we have a high pressure system over Chicago, and this is Tropical Storm Leslie. Leslie is going to lift off to the northeast, not impact any landmass except for the Canadian Maritimes way up here. But the pressure gradient between this high pressure system and this tropical storm will produce a strong pressure gradient, basically leading to winds ranging from 10 to 20 miles per hour. Combine that with sinking dry air, which means that stronger winds from the mid-levels will be transported down to the surface, and there you get your 10 to 20 mile per hour winds with gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Now the good news is that we'll have plenty of clear skies, so it'll feel great, and just consider the winds as just a byproduct of getting rid of all that humid air that has been lingering over the northern mid-Atlantic. As far as cloud cover, there is none. It literally is a beautiful, clear day expected with no cloud cover, no precipitation, of course. And that high pressure system that's sitting over Chicago will shift towards the east coast and produce tranquil weather conditions throughout the entire week. I just want to show the pressure gradient here. You can see it really being impressive right now for this time of year, ranging from the high pressure system here to our tropical storm well out in the Atlantic, and there is your pressure gradient, a packing of pressure lines of isobars. And that is what's going to lead to our windy conditions this afternoon. So it's a good day to fly a kite. You know, clear skies, windy conditions, go out, fly a kite. That's all I could suggest at this point. Now, as far as our model guidance, looking at the European model guidance for the rest of this week, again, for this evening, here's our tropical storm being picked up by our departing trough. Here's our northwesterly winds at the upper levels. At the surface, we have our pressure gradient. Now, through this afternoon, winds will range from 10 to 20 miles per hour. But by this evening, the winds will rapidly fall off to 5 to 15 and then below 5 miles per hour as our pressure gradient shifts off the coast and high pressure takes control. Temperatures today will rise into the lower to mid 70s and then fall off rapidly tonight into the mid to upper 40s over the interior and lower to mid 50s along the coast and in urban locations. High pressure will remain in control throughout this entire week with tranquil weather conditions. Temperatures basically ranging from the mid 70s to lower 80s. Your lower 80s will be found in your urban locations and along the southern New Jersey coast. Basically, your warmest locations will be the Delaware River Valley. That high pressure system will remain in control and continue to dominate the entire northern mid-Atlantic up until Sunday, when an area of low pressure approaches from the Great Lakes, producing scattered showers, but nothing too impressive really at this point. Just a few scattered showers. Temperatures throughout the entire period will remain near normal, ranging from the mid 70s to lower 80s, and humidity will remain low. Now, one other aspect I just want to cover real fast for the long-range weather pattern here, next 7 to 10 days. Notice we're going to see a very deep trough developing around the Aleutian Islands and over portions of the Bering Strait. Meanwhile, a ridge will develop over the western United States. Now, this is going to eventually lead to a nice, impressive trough over the eastern United States. This whole pattern is still evolving. We're in September. The wavelengths in the 500 millibar pattern is still starting to shift and change. So I wouldn't put too much stock into any model guidance, or should I say model guidance beyond 10 days as far as what the weather pattern is going to be for the winter or anything of that nature. I've gotten a lot of questions about that. Hold your horses. Pay attention to the observations, which I discussed extensively in the premium discussions for the long-range weather pattern in the long-range discussions. Well, that is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen D. Martino. You can follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.